You guys to make loads of noise, really rinse out the last bit of energy you have on this wonderful Thursday night, and welcome to the stage our first act of this section. It was Rick Brown.
Good evening. So they tell us to live every day as if it's our last. That's why I spent today alone weeping in a hospice. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am a real doctor. I do apologise. And to get the usual questions out of the way, no, I've never killed anyone. About £3 a month, but it's a bit more complicated than that. And the best thing I've ever retrieved from anybody's arse is a full spray can of Lynx Africa underarm deodorant. Don't know how sexy you think that sounds, but his farts were irresistible to teenage girls. And tonight, folks, I'm going to let you in a little bit of a secret. The only trick to being a good GP is that I get a slightly bigger chair than you do. As long as I'm in the magic swivel chair of cleverness, I'm holding all the cards. And the thing is, it's just like playing a massive game of Guess Who. So I ask questions increasingly specific. So, do you have painful and unsightly boils in your skin creases? You do? Yes! I've got it. I mean, I've not got it. You've got it. But I know what it is. And don't knock it. With the cutbacks in the NHS, playing Guess Who is actually how we train the doctors nowadays. Surgeons have it worse though. They play Battleship, so it's top right, miss. Top middle, miss. Top left, hit, ruptured spleen. And don't get me started on gynecology kerplunk. And I don't want you to start worrying about GPs because we're the least of your worries. Because specialists are even worse. Take heart surgeons. Probably the coolest job in all of medicine. Yet at the end of the day, they're just glorified plumbers, clearing pipes of fatty deposits. Except the tools are a tiny bit smaller and all the pipes are made out of meat. So, meat pipes. So, in short, doctors best avoid it altogether, which is why I have been on a bit of a health kick, as I'm sure you can tell. Quite right, folks. Actually, there's more than just that. There was the time that my wife caught me using my kids' Nurofen Plus to swallow my Viagra tablets. Under 40s, just you wait. There comes a time in your life when you want your stiff bits bendier and your bendy bits stiffer. And I past that point. Nothing good about getting old, guys. I was at a thing at church last weekend and threw the bouquet and I caught it and everyone going, "Oh, how exciting, you're going to be next, you'll be next." Last funeral I go to. Second last. Then there was the time that I went for a run. I took up running. I live in Prestwich. I live in one of the two posh streets in Prestwich. It is so posh that we use the word glass as a noun rather than as a verb. And I went for a run on the first day of the clap for the NHS. I did not know this, ladies and gentlemen. So I went on. I came back panting, purple, and wiping just a little bit of sick off one of my trainers. At exactly 7 o'clock, to the thunderous applause of my neighbours, banging on their Le Creuset pots and pans, wooden spoons and the non-stick Tabitha, holding up signs saying, "Well done, doctors and nurses. I didn't know you knew I was coming out." Well, the worst one was when I went to pay my middle-classness tax and took my kids to Centre Parks for half-term. And I got stuck in one of the water slides in a subtropical swimming paradise. You'll note not the totally tropical because they don't make lilt anymore. The worst thing is that they had to put a bing bong out over the tannoy system. Bing bong! If there's a heart surgeon in the building, could he please pop on his speedos, lube up, and report to the subtropical swimming paradise, where we have a tube needs unblocking of a fatty deposit. You may tell from the accent that I'm from Northern Ireland, and I miss it a little bit, but not so much anymore, because now if I want to hear an angry orange man complaining about borders, I stick on CNN and see what the president's up to. And I'm seeing little white lights flash the corner, so perhaps I shall leave it on that one and say thank you so much for listening. Thanks for coming along, everyone.